Okay, so we went ahead and vacuumed the interior and it's looking much better. And now that we're inside the car, in the last episode, I told you guys we are not done with the interior and we're also not done with the carbon fiber. So if you guys missed out, we installed this wheel a couple episodes ago. We installed this in the last episode. So we have a carbon fiber theme going on right over here. And the last piece of carbon fiber for now is going to be this part right over here. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Now that the carbon fiber shift boot trim is installed, it came out so sick and I'm super happy with this mod. I picked it up from Amazon for pretty cheap and I'll definitely have it linked below for you guys. But if we really want this interior to look good, we need to clean it up and put it back together because most of the pieces in the interior are already taken apart. Let's go ahead and start with the back seats. Now that the back seats are cleaned and installed, the interior is looking much more full. Now it's time for the pillars and headliners, and I got a little bit of a surprise modification for you guys after it's all installed. Okay, so we went ahead and got the A-pillars on. If you guys are doing the A-pillars on an FRS EP.6, there is a green tab behind here, which is very annoying. If you have to take it back off and put it back on, it's very annoying to align that green tab. On this left side right over here, the green tab broke, so I didn't connect it onto this. I'm really hoping that this stays on and doesn't fall off while driving. But now we're going to go ahead and move on to the bigger piece, which is the headliner. And after the headliner, the interior is going to look like a normal interior. There's not going to be any airbags showing or any panels showing. It is actually going to finally look like a proper car. This car has gone through a lot. Almost every single part of this car has been taken apart, cleaned, or changed. And once we put this headliner on, it is going to be a complete game changer. So I didn't really get to record much of the headliner install process just because it was very hard to do when you're by yourself. We did get the headliner in. I also went ahead and picked up some new OEM bits from Toyota as well. I really wanted the interior to be as new and nice as possible, and these parts were pretty cheap. So I decided to pick up a new lamp because the other one was scratched up and a little bit old. And as you guys can see, it is working perfectly fine. Now I'll swap this out to an LED later on in the future. I just wanted to go ahead and get this part of the car done. Before I go ahead and reveal to you guys the surprise modification I have, I went ahead and picked up some small pieces for the interior that we're going to quickly install. These pieces are OEM Plus pieces and I got these from the dealership, which was pretty surprising. But let's go ahead and install those and then I'll do the big reveal. So this right here is an OEM part that you can get from Toyota, and this is the part number right over here. I also have two more pieces right over here as well. This part right over here, I always thought it was aftermarket. I went ahead and ordered it with this part number at the dealership, and I was able to go ahead and pick this up right here. This right over here is the blacked out version of the VSC Sport and the traction button. And this was fairly cheap, and it's gonna look so much better with the interior because we have the carbon fiber bits and we don't really have much silver going on. This right over here is the knee pad garnish. This is in a matte black, and this is also an OEM piece that you can pick up for your interior. If you have an FRS BRZ, you're most likely seeing this in the silver like I had previously, and I was really surprised to see that they actually go ahead and make this. I also ordered this through the dealership as well. This is also going to tie in with the interior a lot better. That was pretty simple. I didn't have to take anything apart. I just literally had to lift this up. It clips out, and then there's two screws on the side of this right over here. Just replace those two screws and it's looking already much better. This right here is the surprise modification I had for you guys. This is a starlight headliner kit for the FRS, and honestly, it made the interior look a lot better. This right over here, I've already done on the channel before. That's why I didn't make a new video. This specific set is a 450 piece starlight headliner kit. But I'm really happy with how the interior came out. We have all these good pieces on the car. The only downside to the interior right now is I do have a little bit of a Christmas tree going on with all these lights that are on the dash. Once I go ahead and figure out the ABS issue, most of these lights will be cleared anyways, but I'm super happy with the results. Honestly, it looks amazing. Now my interior has that OEM Plus like feel, and compared to when we first got this car is looking 100 times better. This is pretty sick, and I'm also just finding this out. The traction button and the VSC Sport button does also have a red LED, and in the nighttime it glows. Now the normal button that was here before didn't have any of that, so when I went ahead and turned the lights on in the car, this surprised me right over here. This is pretty sick, especially for an OEM piece. Now, I definitely could have spent a lot more money modifying this car. I could have added aftermarket seats, I could have added a bunch of different things to change up the interior, but I really wanted to keep this interior from having an OEM-like feel, and that's exactly what we achieved by adding these mods. Now, whenever I get into this car doesn't even feel like an FRS Beer 86 anymore. This car feels much more luxurious with all these carbon fiber bits, the head unit, which the car should have came with, the steering wheel, and the black accents in the car. But now that we've created a very clean interior and the interior is done, I'm super excited because there's one more thing left to do, which is getting started on the exterior.
Stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.